Hello chess lovers, Suren here with another brutal attacking game by Mikhail Tal. His opponent is Eduard Meduna and this is a game played in 1989. Tal started with e4 and c6 by Meduna Caro-Kann defense, d4, d5, knight d2, d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight d7. Black goes for Karpov variation with the intention of playing knight f6 and not allowing white to damage black's pawn structure on the king side. Knight g5, knight f6, bishop d3, c5. Of course, the main move is e6 and then developing the bishop, but in the game we see c5, knight f3, c takes d4, black deviates from main variations, and now we will see that black is facing serious problems. After castling king side, queen b6 was played, after which white is managing to gain a huge advantage. Well, again, it was not too late to play e6 and then prepare the development of the bishop, but instead we see queen b6. By the way, instead of playing queen b6, if you try to kick away this knight from g5 square, then already white can go for this beautiful tactical shot. Of course, you can't capture on e6 because of this amazing checkmate, and if a move like queen b6, then rook e1 and white has a great attacking chances. But instead, after castling king side, we see queen b6. Here comes the bishop, bishop c4, eyeballing on f7 square, finally e6 on the board, but now comes the rook, rook e1, and already there are serious threats. Bishop e7, black overlooks white's next threat. It was better to play knight c5, overprotect the e6 square. If knight e5, then bishop e7, though again white can capture on f7 and of course black is in trouble. Of course, I have to repeat that this would have been better for black. Instead, we see bishop e7, and now Mikhail Tal goes for this brutal sacrifice on f7, knight takes f7, but black didn't even dare to accept the sacrifice and played queen c7. Well, if king takes f7, then the rook is coming, attacking the queen with some deadly discovered checks. Now if you capture on e6, then after bishop takes e6, white can play knight g5 check, and then even the simple knight f7 check is also winning, forking the king and the rook. And after rook e6, if you move like queen c5, then rook c6 discover check, winning the queen, it's over. That's why after knight takes f7, we see queen c7. Now comes the bishop, bishop takes e6. Black's position is just terrible. The rook is also hanging. Knight c5 was played, bishop c4, b5, trying to lure away the bishop and capture on f7, but now Mikhail Tal is calm-heartedly capturing on d4, sacrificing the bishop. B takes c4, bishop f4, first developing the bishop with a tempo, and finally after queen b6 we see knight takes h8. Bishop e6, now comes the second knight, knight g5, rook d8, and another brutal move by Mikhail Tal. Can you find his next move? Ready? In this position, Tal simply captured on c5, removed the defender, and now he's going to capture on e6 as well. Queen takes c5, well, if bishop takes c5, then simply rook takes e6 and it's over. This is going to be winning for white. With an extra piece, it's over. White also has two extra pawns, that's why queen takes c5 was played, and now comes knight takes e6, queen b6, bishop c7, and black resigned. But let's have a look. What if, for example, queen takes b2, then white can simply capture on d8. If queen takes c2, then rook c1, and then, for example, knight e6, come after the pawn on g7. If king d7, then knight takes g7. This is just a total destruction. King c8, for example, knight e6, it's over with an extra piece and very active pieces. This is just crushing. That's why after bishop c7, Eduard Meduna resigned. A very brutal game, I think. Mikhail Tal didn't even allow his opponent to get out of the opening alive. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comments. Of course, your shares and likes are appreciated as well. Good luck.